welcome back. It is so good to see you. I hope that you are having a great weekend so far. If this is our first time ever meeting, then welcome to More Basics. My name is Ashley. Hello, hi, and it is a pleasure to meet you. So I guess green is the color for this week. I've been wearing a lot of green and it just so happens to match my kitchen. So in today's video, it's going to be a continuation of my last video, which was a kitchen refresh. If you didn't happen to catch that, I'll put a link for it somewhere up here and maybe you can go back and watch that. But we did some cleaning, some decorating, and all of that. But in this video, I want to go through the pantry and through the refrigerator. We're going to take inventory of what I have, do a little bit of organizing and wipe things down. I have started a grocery list, so I'm going to add to that as we're going through all of this. And then we will have a grocery haul in this video as well. Also, we need to finish decorating the shelves in the kitchen. Right now, I just have a bunch of hodgepodge stuff just shoved up there, so I just need to reorganize some things, and then I have some decorations over here that we could add to it. I'm not really sure. I'm going to try not to overthink it. And just try to put some decorations up there because we can always move things around. I am under pressure right now though because I have nothing planned for dinner tonight, and my husband said that I have been killing it with the recipes for this week. So, you know, anytime that man gives me words of affirmation or says that I look pretty or something like that, you know, it just pumps me up just a little bit. And so I'm under pressure because I don't have any meat thawed out. I do not know what I'm making for dinner tonight, so I need to come up with something. But also, before we get started, you know, the verse that I'm leaning on is trust in the Lord with all of your heart, just like I said in the very last video. But, you know, I've really been focusing on that God is in the details. You know, as much as we like to think that we are in control, God is ultimately the one that is leading our steps and directing our paths. If we're seeking Him, you know, He is the one who's truly in control. You know that story, God is in the details, God is in the story, even in the broken parts. He holds my heart. He never fails. I want to sing it, but Lord of mercy, you don't want to hear that. But when I'm at my weakest, I will trust in Jesus. And it's so true, you know, like I don't even know how to explain it. Like I will be studying and learning on this and God will be ministering to me about this, and then all of a sudden this pops up and this goes right along with this and it just confirms this, and you know, that's how He just speaks to us and just guides us. And you know, if I really stop to think about it, you know, with all of this autoimmune issues and health issues that I've had, that it's been such a struggle, I have really leaned into my faith, and God is really growing me. He's really growing me. And truth be told, that if all of this was not happening, then I would have never been making YouTube videos. I would have been working and, you know, too busy to even consider making videos. So you just have to stop to think that, you know, God is really working things out for our good and that we can trust Him. And so that's where I'm at right now. But anyways, I hope that you are doing well. I hope that, you know, you're not in too much pain, that you're able to eat a little bit of something, drink a lot of water, you know, take your medicines, and, you know, just that you're taking really good care of yourself, because right now I'm just having some amazing days, and I'm so incredibly thankful. You know, you have to really appreciate the good days when you really had some bad days. You know, it's just we're just going to give God all the honor, the glory, and the praise, and know that He is working things out for our good. So with that said, let's just go ahead and start going through the pantry and the refrigerator, get us a grocery list together, and get some things done today. Just in case this is your first time tuning in, I just wanted to show you that this cabinet right here is what I consider my pantry, where we keep our groceries. Now, I do need to give it a fresh coat of paint where we had different handles and stuff on it. We decorated all of this in the last video, by the way, but on the inside, this is what it looks like. So I just need to organize, go through, and just, get it together and see what we're missing. But I also want to tell you what I'm going to be listening to while I'm doing this. And this is Consumed by Fire, and I don't want to get copyrighted, but you need to hear this song if you've never heard it before. And let me tell you, it will rock your world. If this doesn't stir something up in you, I don't know. But this song is just beautiful. Let me find the chorus real quick. Hold on.
It's been a struggle. I know you've had some pain. I know you're feeling tired, held down by all the weight. Yeah, I know you're feeling lonely. Your smile ain't the same. Not sure where to go from here. Feel like you've lost your way. Don't give up, no, don't give in. Never lose hope, don't let go of the promise. It ain't done yet, he's got a plan. Watch him rain down, got a miracle. Watch him rain down, got a miracle. I can see the strength inside you. Child, you're putting up a fight. Oh, you're stronger than you think you are. Yeah, you're gonna be alright. You're accepted, loved, and valued. Beautiful, you're shining bright. Yeah, you're living, breathing, moving. You can hold your head up high. Don't give up, no, don't give in. Never lose hope, don't let go of the promise. It ain't done yet, he's got a plan. Watch him rain down, the God of miracles. Don't give up, no, don't give in. Never lose hope, don't let go of the promise. It ain't done, life is worth living. Watch him rain down, the God of miracles. Watch him rain down, the God of miracles. Oh yeah. Watch him rain down, the God of miracles. Oh yeah. The God of miracles. Oh yeah. Don't give up, no, don't give in. Never lose hope, don't let go of the promise. It ain't done yet, he's got a plan. Watch him rain down, the God of miracles. Don't give up, no, don't give in. Never lose hope, don't let go of the promise. It ain't done, life is worth living. Watch him rain down, the God of miracles.
Cleaning out the refrigerator and this getting up and down, it really takes a toll on your back. I know so many of you have issues with your back as well. For my back, on the pain scale, when they ask you how you're feeling, I stay at a constant 6 all the time. It never goes below that number, but it will increase, and I'm definitely feeling it after doing all of this. But I don't think I've ever told you this, but many years ago, I fell and landed on a tree that was on the ground, and I broke my tailbone. Well, the doctor said that there is nothing that they can do about a broken tailbone, that sometimes it would heal up on its own, but more than likely I would have issues with it for the rest of my life. So, as I've been on this journey to figure out what's going on with all of this chronic pain that I have in my back and my hips, they've taken many x-rays, and everybody says that my tailbone looks fine, that that's not the issue. They always just want to say that it's lupus. Lupus is what is causing all of this pain that is in my body that is constant, but I just don't know. Okay, so I'm going to lay out a pack of beef for dinner. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but we're going to have beef in some way. But all of these things right here, let me grab it. All of these things were actually given to me when my husband's aunt and uncle moved to another state and sold their house. They emptied out their refrigerator and gave a ton of this stuff to my father-in-law. So I ended up with all of it because, he's not going to eat it. But all of these things right here are expired. So unfortunately, they are going to go into the garbage. Also, this cake right here, that cake mix, it was given to me, so I just made it the other night, and I only put icing on half of it. But you can see my husband, he cuts the top off right here so he doesn't have as much bread. So I'm just going to cut this little section off here and put a little bit more icing on it and save that. I knew that the whole cake wouldn't get ate, but it was free, so I just decided, even the icing was free, so I just decided to make it, and we've enjoyed a little bit of it, but we didn't want all of it. This cake, we're not throwing it in the garbage. I'm going to put this outside. We have all kinds of wild animals running around here, and so somebody is going to want this cake. My husband will kill me because if a bear shows up on our porch because I have been feeding it, then, that's going to be wild. But I hate to waste. Even though I got this for free, some wild animals, somebody's going to want some cake, so we're going to put it out there anyway. Okay, now let's move on to some decorating. I've got so many things just shoved up here on the shelf. This is some of the options that I have that we can use for decor, some signs, some florals, some baskets, and just different things that we can choose from. For this bowl, I thought of Amaka from Walker Family TV. I've had it for so long, but she decorates so beautifully in her home with lemons. I spray painted this little pot the other day, and those little floral picks, they are from the Dollar General. I got them for $1. So let's just see what we can do.
I can't help but notice you coming down the street, smiling so dearly at everyone you meet. And I can't help but notice you throwing me a glance, a wink telling me there's a chance. I've just got eyes for you. Just got eyes for you. No other could enchant me, darling, like you do. 'Cause I've just got eyes for you. I've just got eyes for you. Your sister says she loves me, wants to share my name. She spoke to Reverend Bill
speed. They've already set the date, so I'm working up the guts to tell her I'll never say I do, 'cause I've just got eyes for you. I've just got eyes for you. I've just got eyes for you. No other could enchant me, darling, like you do. 'Cause I've just got eyes for you. I've just got eyes for you.
Show you what I come up with. I just need one of y'all who decorates so beautifully to come and decorate this for me. I mean, I have all of this stuff and I need you to just do something with it, like decorate these shelves for me and make it happen. But let me just show you what I come up with. We can always tweak it, but this is the way I'm going to leave it for now. Okay, so I switched out to this bigger basket for all of my medicines because it looked awful overflowing. But this is just a little rooster that I got from my grandma. I got this from a secret sister at church one year when we did gift exchange. That is my mother-in-law's cake stand. It's vintage. We got this Home Sweet Home sign together, my mother-in-law and I. So it's special to me. And then I just put that little vinegar thing there. Rolling pin has sentimental value. This is one of my grandma's old little cast iron. And she actually has a bunch more of them that I'm going to go and pick up tomorrow. And I may put those up here as well. Now, right here, I do not have all of my jars filled up, and that is because we currently have like an ant problem. And so we've got an exterminator that's going to come out and spray, but I cannot put sugar or anything else in those jars until we get the ants under control. That's what started the ant problem, was when I noticed that they were infested in the jars. I mean, we've got them somewhat under control now, but I need somebody to come spray to make sure that, you know, we get rid of them completely. So I noticed when I took the cake outside that this still has the thrift store sticker on it. So I need to take that off. The lady actually gave me a discount on it, so I think I paid like $1.58 for it. Okay, so then we move on to this side. That is a vintage cookie jar. It belonged to my mother-in-law. That is one of my grandmother's roosters, so that has sentimental value. And of course my sifter, somebody made this cutting board for me at church this previous Christmas, and it's pretty cool. And then I just have like a few decorations there. Let me back up and I'll show you what this looks like. So this is what I'm gonna leave it like for now. It doesn't feel too cluttered to me. It feels okay. So that's just what we've got for right now. And I don't think I want anything in this corner over here. I think I want that to continue to be clutter free. But when we go grocery shopping, I am gonna look for like some little hooks to hang our mugs up right here underneath here somehow. So we'll look for that when we go get groceries tomorrow. I'm actually doing really good on timing right now, so I'm going to sit down, I'm going to look on Pinterest, I'm going to look up some recipes. I still don't know what I'm making for dinner or for supper, whatever you call it, wherever you're from, but I still have enough time to run out to the store if I need to. Like, I would probably just make tacos, but we don't have any shells or anything like that, no shredded cheese, so I may have to run and go get something, but I'll figure that out. But also, I did want to say thank you to those who have been commenting and watching older videos. that actually really helps me out because I am not monetized. I do not have 4,000 watch hours. Somebody asked why I don't have ads on my videos. Well, that's why. I used to be monetized a long time ago. It made a little bit of money, but I have not been able to achieve that. It has to be within a year's period. So, you know, I do YouTube just because I love doing YouTube and I love connecting with, you know, people from all over the world. And when you do send in a prayer request, I do sit down and I write it in my notebook. So sometimes that's why it takes me a little bit longer to reply, because I can't reply because I have to make sure that I'm in a position where I can write it and, you know, the prayer request down so I don't forget. And that's just how I keep up with that. But if you have one, you know, of course, feel free to leave that in the comments below. And then, yeah, so we've got everything, you know, clean. After we get everything, you know, done, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go room to room and do a refresh in every single room. And then I need to do some deep cleaning as well. So we're gonna have some of that. And then also I wanna do some more days in the life because, you know, you had told me, I know Melissa specifically told me that she loves the day in the life, like vlog type of videos the best. And those are the most fun to make, you know, let's go out shopping together and just have an adventure together. So the Lord willing, I'm gonna keep making videos as long as I can, but let me see if I can't come up with a recipe. And then tomorrow, I've got my grocery list started here. We'll go get some groceries and do a grocery haul. Okay, so on Pinterest, I found a Mexican casserole. We've never had anything like this before, but he was just saying yesterday that he would like to have a dish that had black beans in it and possibly corn. This doesn't have corn in it, I don't think, but I mean, you could always add it if you wanted to, but I'm gonna follow the directions. So anyways, there's a few things that I don't have, so I'm running out to the grocery store. I'm pulling in right now. I have 1 hour until my sweetie gets home. When he comes in, I like the house to be clean, smelling good, and have a good meal going, you know, and I don't know, that just makes him really happy, and it makes me really happy to make him really happy. So sometimes he doesn't eat right away, he'll eat a little bit later, but I don't know, here lately he said that I've been killing it with the recipes, so I don't want to disappoint. So let me run in here and get the things that we need, and then let's go home and get this casserole going. The very first step with our casserole is to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Next, you will take a medium yellow onion and you will chop that up. I keep saying Mexican casserole, but this is actually called a Mexican lasagna. I found the recipe, like I said, on Pinterest, so I will have it linked in the description below with all of your measurements and all of that in case you are interested in trying this. So the very next step is you take 1 pound of your ground beef, and of course you're going to cook the ground beef in the skillet with your onions. The very next step is to take a can of black beans and you want to drain and rinse those very well. The recipe calls for fire roasted tomatoes and I was unable to find those. So it said that you could use your favorite salsa instead. We love Chi-Chi's. We love their tortillas and we love their salsa. So 1.5 cups is what you were supposed to use, and it ended up being just basically a 16-ounce jar of the salsa. Take a 9x13 dish, spray it down, and line your corn tortillas in the bottom of it. So after your ground beef and your onions are cooked, then you're going to add some garlic. You're going to add fresh garlic if you want to. I had squeezed garlic, so that's what I used. And you're going to want to cook that for, another 2 to 3 minutes until your garlic is incorporated and cooked. Next, you are going to add 2 packets of taco seasoning. I had 2 different brands, 2 different kinds, so that is what I used. Half a cup of water. And of course, you are going to stir and combine that very well before we add everything else in. The very next thing is you're going to take a small can of green chilies and add those. Add in all of your salsa. And then we are also going to add in all of those black beans. The only thing you have to do now is just to get this stirred up. You can turn your eye off at this point because it is going to finish heating in the oven because we are going to be cooking this for 30 to 40 minutes. I ended up cooking it for 35 minutes and it turned out just fine. So you are just going to layer this on with the 1 pound of ground beef. I spread it just, semi-thin. And then the cheese that you put on the top of it, it is cheddar and Monterey Jack. And it did call for 6 cups, so that equals out 2 of these bags, and I used every single bit of it. But the goal here is to have 3 layers in total. But after you get all of your layers together, you cover this with aluminum foil. And it's 350 degrees. And like I said, I cooked it for 35 minutes. Here's the final product. This is what it looks like. Mexican casserole. I put some tomatoes and a little bit of sour cream on top of mine. First bite goes to you. That is absolutely delicious. It's a 10. It kind of reminds me of like Taco Bell's Mexican pizza, except homemade and better. That is so good. But anyways, I'm gonna eat my dinner, and we're going to get groceries tomorrow. So we're gonna do a haul, but we have pest control coming at some point. But anyways, I will see you tomorrow. Did want to give you a glimpse of what our small garden is looking like this year. This year it's just been kind of sad because my mother-in-law passed away 7 months ago. We always did a garden as a family event. Everybody chipped in when it came to canning and everything like that. Typically we plant 18 rolls of potatoes. So this is the smallest one we've ever had with 6 rolls of potatoes. So this isn't necessarily to harvest and to store like we did last year. I mean, we've had up to 500 pounds of potatoes at one time that would feed us from October all the way up until June. This is just basically to have fresh produce during the season. We have so much that's already canned and stored up anyway. So hopefully we'll have some vegetables and we'll get to share with family and friends as well. This is Sandy, David's sister. She is so sweet. She is now officially 14 years old. They've had her since she was just a itty bitty little baby. Friends, it's the next day. I have been running around all day long since early. Actually, pest control got me out of the bed this morning bright and early, which I thank God for. So hopefully that's going to take care of any of the ant problems or anything like that. I bought a recliner today for my dad for Father's Day for this weekend. I didn't pick out a card yet because I was running short on time. And then we have to get David's dad a card. I want to get him some Reese's. And then David is taking his dad to Murphy, North Carolina early in the morning. And they have a list of things like welding supplies and stuff like that that he's going to get for his dad for Father's Day. So I hope that you guys are going to have a blessed weekend with your husbands and your dads if they're still living. Just hug them extra tight. Also, I want to do a prayer request at the end, and then there's a couple other things that I want to talk to you about, but let me go ahead and get all of the groceries put out. We're going to do a haul. I did go to a couple thrift stores today and got a couple things, so I had the shelves in mind, so that will probably be in the next video. We will tweak some things and I'll share with you some things that I picked up today. But anyways, let me get the meat out and let's do a haul. Alright, here's an overlook of $154 spent at Walmart. I wanted to go to other stores, but I just simply ran out of time, so I got everything there. By the way, every time I think of like a bag stash, I now think of Michelle. She lives in New York, and several years ago they put a ban on plastic bags, so I will forever think of how much she would love to have those plastic bags. So anyways, we'll start here. So I did get a 5-pound bag of potatoes. We haven't had to buy potatoes for quite some time, but we just had to throw away 100 pounds because they went bad from our garden from last year. So we won't have any more potatoes coming from the garden until October. Same thing with sweet potatoes. So I did go ahead and just pick 3 of those up. I got these Ritz crackers. These are our favorite. I got these. Oh, this is a guilty pleasure for me. I was going to eat them on the way home because I was starving. But anyways, I got those chips. These, we love these for nachos and things. I got a half loaf of this whole wheat bread. I got some pork chops. I got this pork. It's kind of like beef cubes, except it's in pork and it's more tender, and I really like it, and so does my husband. I got this big pack of chicken breast here. I got 2 of the brown gravy mixes, and then I got a biscuit gravy. My husband won't eat it, so there's no point in me making it fresh just for myself. This is something new. I've never tried this. Suddenly pasta salad and creamy Parmesan, so it just looked good as a side. I got a bag of this chicken flavored rice. This is absolutely amazing. My husband loved this for tacos, so I picked up another one of those. These mac and cheese, they're 58 cents. I got 2 different kinds, and I like those pretty well. And I got some more ketchup, Heinz of course. I got some of this Diet 5 cranberry. My husband is really loving that. I just got 4 bananas. I got some fruit. This is extra cherry fruit mix, chunky mixed fruit, and then some pineapple chunks. I got this because this is just so good in the air fryer, mixed in sweet chili Thai sauce and dipped in boom boom sauce is so good. I got my husband some Mayfield's Moose Track ice cream. Same thing with beef. I have not bought beef in such a long time, but we are getting down to the bottom of our beef, so I did pick up 1 pound of that. I got a DiGiorno pizza for a lazy night. I can just pop that into the oven. Some French vanilla creamer, some sour cream. We love the Daisy brand. I got some triple cheddar cheese. I got 1 English cucumber. I got 2 beautiful zucchinis. I got these beefsteak tomatoes, which we've got some of those planted in our garden. 2 beautiful green bell peppers, which we also have planted in the garden. We have cucumbers planted too. I got some mushrooms because I'm going to make chicken hibachi one night for dinner. Beef ravioli. This is new. I've never tried this before, but it looked yummy, so I'm going to come up with some sort of recipe to use that. I did get these biscuits. Never tried the Mary B's before. Again, my husband will not really eat biscuits, so I just mainly got those for me to pop, a couple, in the oven on the weekends when I do our big brunch. I cook a big brunch every weekend. All right, I just got some ham for sandwiches. Never tried this before, but it was the cheapest. I got a small thing of Tide. I don't care so much for the new laundry soap. It's okay, but I'm going to mix it with my Tide, so I just got a small one. This is absolutely amazing. This is my 3rd time buying this. It smells so good. It's my favorite soap. I used to not like soap that foams, but it just smells amazing. I love it. And then I got some butter. And then this is new to me as well. This is butter in olive oil and sea salt. So we will try that and see how that is. And then over here, I did get 1 case of the Sam's Club water. The only other non-food item that I got was a mirror to go on the back of the door. We don't have a floor-length mirror down here, so I don't know if I'm going to put that in the bathroom or if I'm going to put that in the bedroom. So we'll see as we go through and refresh every room. Okay, but also the hooks for the cups to go underneath the shelves here. My husband said that he would weld me some, him and my father-in-law, and they would put some sort of like silicone on them so it doesn't scratch up the cups. So he's going to take care of that for me. Alright, so the other thing is I've had 3 people ask me about a P.O. box to send mail. So I talked to my husband about it, and he said that instead of getting a P.O. box, you can just send the mail here, that he's totally comfortable with that. And so I am going to put my address down in the description below. Don't feel pressured to send me anything, but that is just for the folks that have been asking about sending some mail. So I'm excited, especially Mona. She told me that I'm gonna love it, so I'm excited, whatever it is. Also, I just wanted to mention Instagram. I am posting a little bit more over there. Listen, I am so far behind. This world passed me up a long time ago. I am learning Instagram. I still don't really understand it, but I am making an effort because I get to see your face there and we get to send messages back and forth. So I will have my Instagram in the description below as well. And then 2 prayer requests that I wanted to share with you briefly. One of them is for Vicky and Perry in Missouri, and I had mentioned them before. Perry has been going through chemo for the last 3 months for pancreatic cancer. Now, he had this cancer once before and he beat it. So we're praying to God that this time is going to be no different. So he's about to go through radiation to kill off anything, hopefully, that the chemo did not take care of. He has a PET scan coming up on June the 24th, and he will get the results on July the 3rd. So this is a big one. So if you think about it, please say a prayer for Perry and for Vicky. And the last prayer request is also a big one right here. Well, in our town, not too far from us, last night, a two-year-old little girl fell in a pool and she drowned. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. So please just remember to pray for that family. I can't imagine, what they're going through. But anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. It means so much to me. I love you. You keep fighting that good fight of faith. And the Lord willing, I will see you in the next one. Bye.